Good morning, Bonneville County. This is Senator Kevin Cook, and you've just joined Breakfast with Senator Cook this morning. I want to talk about kind of our town hall meeting that we had maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. There were a lot of participation. We had probably close to 200 people, and we talked about a lot of different questions. We had tons and tons of questions. We put out cards and then right on the card their questions. But in the end, there were 62 cards that the moderator never even got to, simply because of the sheer numbers of questions. There were several people that came up after and wanted me to answer those questions. And I promised that I would read through each one of those questions and I would try to answer those. And so today I'm going to take a whole bunch of those questions that deal with the pornography bills, 2 different bills. The library bill, House Bill 314, and then my mobile device bill. So we're going to talk about those real quick. So first off, there were several questions about House Bill 314. That was the library bill. This bill was not, and I repeat, it was not a book banning or a book burning bill. Did not have any part of that. It simply stated that the books having pornography should be moved to a location where children don't have access to it. And that was it. Okay, now there was part of the bill that was poorly written, and some of the senators, representatives and senators that voted against this bill simply did because they felt it wasn't written well. And the part of the bill that wasn't written well is if a child gained access to the pornography book, then they can turn around and sue the library or the librarian. And many of the people that voted against the bill felt like that's not quite right. That's not how we do things in Idaho. And so there's some that voted against it. However, the bill did pass the House. It did pass the Senate, went to the governor. He vetoed it because he felt it was wrong, it was poorly written, came back to the House, and they tried to vote to override the veto, the governor's veto, and it failed in the House. Again, just because people voted against this bill does not mean that they are for pornography for children. That is false, that is wrong, and there are ads already, people putting out there that says so-and-so voted against the library bill, therefore they want children to have access to pornography, and that's not true. And I would appreciate it if you would do your part to try and stop that, because it is not true. People that voted against it simply felt like it was wrong to be suing a librarian or a library to do that. So I erred on the side of the children. That's why I voted for it. I felt like I am just opposed to pornography. My personal belief, I don't think there's a place for it. And so I'm opposed to that, and I erred on the children's side and voted for the bill. Those that voted against the bill felt like it was just poorly written. And so, again, if they voted against it, it had nothing to do. It is wrong to say that they want pornography for children. So that's wrong. Okay, moving on. The mobile device bill that I have tried to run for 2 years, I think. This will be the 3rd year that I'm going to run it, and it is going to get across the finish line. I am just sure of it, and I'm working my tail off to try and make sure. This bill is pretty simple. It basically says if you take it, it's an age verification bill, okay? And there's several states that have an age verification bill. This bill basically says, though, if a mobile device is activated within the state of Idaho, and it is for a minor or it's activated by a minor, then turn on the parental filtering software. That software is already installed on mobile devices. So you don't have to purchase a filtering software, you don't have to install it, you don't have to subscribe to it, it's already there. So again, this bill basically says, if you're activating a mobile device within the state of Idaho and it's for a minor, then turn on the parental filtering software. So that does not affect the adult. The adult would never know that this bill was ever passed. they would never know it. Should never know it anyway. It would only affect the minors. And it's a very narrow bill. It only filters pornography from search engines, your browsers. It does nothing for social media or for apps or anything else. And you might say, whoa, what's the use of doing that? Well, my belief is if we can save one child, we've got a victory. And so I'm not going for the 100%, but if I can get just a few, that's great. And we'll see if we can get that passed across the finish line this session. I would love to have your feedback on either one of those bills, what you thought, what you're thinking, and thoughts on that, or any other issues that you feel like that we need to be addressing in this session. This session is starting not next week, but Monday. So what is that? Monday the 8th, I think. So it's coming up. I'll be headed to Boise on the 4th. But I'd love to talk to you. If you've got some suggestions, some issues that you think we need to address, please speak up. That's how we work. I represent you, and I need to know your thoughts. So anyway, have a wonderful Saturday and a wonderful New Year's, and don't forget to set your goals. Set some good, solid goals to hopefully 2024 will be a great success for you. And again, thank you for your support, and love to talk to you sometime. Have a great day. Bye.